Hey guys, welcome back to channel May We See. I've obviously been a little bit slacking on my YouTube content. I recently just moved to my grandpa's house, so I'm kind of trying to figure out like where to take the videos and like when to do it, and yeah, but I'm just want to let you guys know that I do readings, like past, present, future oracle readings that I then do tarot cards to clarify, and then also give you an animal spirit pull and like write you an email about it. It's like a written reading. So if you guys are like interested in that, just DM me. It's just $11. And I also do natal chart readings. And so yeah, that's just some offerings that I do, and I'm definitely going to work on dropping more into flow while I'm doing my YouTube videos and drop into the flow of doing my YouTube videos. But yeah, today is one of the first couple days of December, and I pulled the wolf and the tiger. And the wolf came out first. It's the first one I saw. And the wolf is all about kind of like being a leader of like the pack and like calling in like your soul tribe and being the essence that you desire to be surrounded by, and kind of like you end up magnetizing your tribe, and you also end up leading your tribe in the direction of the essence that you like want to resonate at, which I feel like we all want to resonate at, like a peaceful, like expressive, like vibrant, like loving life, like energy. But one of like the like downfalls of the wolf is sometimes trying to be the leader and like trying to figure out like who belongs in their pack and stuff. Instead of like resonating on a level of like vibration, they are too picky about like, okay, well, if this is the vibration we're resonating at, then it has to look exactly like this. And then you end up pushing people away from you that are actually your soul tribe, just because you don't necessarily like express in the same exact manner or like act in the same exact manner. And it's just like important to like realize that like your soul tribe like resonates at the same frequency as you, but that doesn't mean that they're the same being as you. So like trying to like bring acceptance into the differences between everyone in your soul tribe will actually like allow for the differences to like fade away and show that like you guys are all like the same, and you guys are all super similar beings, and resonate at the same vibration, and like are into just like the same like ascension process of consciousness. But that doesn't mean that it's going to look the same for everyone. And just to like draw our attention back into like the heart space and like the soul and like the vibration rather than like the manifestation, because we're all unique. So it's like if we came here to like fit in perfectly with like a group of people and all be the same exact thing, our individuality would like fall away. And so it's super important to like, despite having a soul tribe, like accepting that everyone's like within that soul tribe is like very different and is going to manifest that same essence in very different ways, and just bringing that into like a loving space and realizing that those differences are actually a manifestation of the same thing. And then you will feel way more connected with those people that are probably supposed to be in your life if they keep on coming back. And then all your differences will kind of like fade away, and your conflicts will kind of like end, because you're realizing it's like, oh, that they're saying the same exact thing that I'm saying. They're just saying it in a way that resonates with their energy signature, but that doesn't mean that it's not the same frequency. It's just going through a different filter. So its manifestation is obviously going to look different. But if I'm looking at the manifestation to find the same people as me, you could just be around a bunch of like people who are like following trends or like trying to be you instead of being themselves and radiating from the same space as you. They then conform to you on a physical level and then become inauthentic, or you become inauthentic because you're like, oh, well, I'm different than these people, so I should try to be like them to make sure that I fit in. And you're like, no, you're gonna resonate and like find who really resonates with you when you decide to be yourself. And then when you're yourself, that same energy that you are when yourself, you'll draw in that same energy. But like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to look the same manifested. So that's like what this card is all about, is like accepting that and like calling in your tribe by like being yourself and realizing that your tribe isn't necessarily all going to be wearing the same suit. They could all but they still can be resonating at the same place, even though they are very different beings. The tiger is feminine energy, and the tiger is all about bringing your awareness into your passionate feminine energy and like sitting still with it and listening to it, because it's very easy to get caught up. It goes along with this card in the masculine side of life and the masculine like manifestations. And then we neglect the feminine energy that's really flowing through and is really the connector between everyone. Because we're in this singularity, so we can't actually connect unless we go deeper and realize that at a vibrational level that we do connect. So bringing our awareness deeper and sitting still with like what's flowing through us inside will help us get the answers that we want. Because I know that a lot of us are like longing for things right now, or like searching for answers outside of ourselves, but really like the answer is a vibration. And so when we're looking for it in like all these physical manifestations, we can almost get confused because all these physical manifestations might be pointing to different things, but there's a vibration that's flowing through all of them that is really what we need to draw our consciousness into and resonate at and be aware of, because the masculine energy came out of the feminine energy. So if we neglect the feminine energy, we're on a very surface level place. But once we bring it into the feminine energy, then everything in the masculine energy will start to come together and make more sense, because we'll understand where it comes from. And so it's just really important today to like, especially tonight, like sit in silence, or just take time today to meditate and sit in silence and really feel into what you're feeling. And the answers that we're trying to find logically that don't really make sense logically, because the full circle of this life is the fact that every single thing that's manifested has an essence, and instead we're trying to find the full circle in A, B, C, D through Z, but it's not like you go A, B, C, Z, A, B, C. It's like, no, it's just a line. Whereas like with the whole alphabet, because of the essence they are, that makes up everything. I mean, that was a little bit like far-fetched and maybe confused some people, but if you got it, then fine. But if not, just let that go. But it's really like, we're really being called to listen to our hearts right now. We're really being called to go beyond the noise and really listen to the vibration, because the vibration knows, and the vibration and the frequency in our heart knows. But we can't listen to our hearts while we're caught up in an insecure headspace. We can't listen to our hearts when we're in victim mentality. So we're asked to let the mentality and let the thoughts go and let the emotions arise and let the emotions and the frequency vibration create the thoughts rather than the thoughts creating the emotion, because that will always lead us down a rabbit hole. Whereas if we come from the vibration and move outwards, we will be stars. But when we go from the physical manifestation and bring it into an essence, it's going down the rabbit hole. And we really want to illumine in this life. We're trying to ascend, so we need to come from within and create our physical world rather than letting our physical world create what's within. So just really take time to listen to your feminine energy today and tonight too. Like tonight, really let yourself do that, because it's quiet. The chaos of the world is quiet. There's a lot of less energy going on because most people are asleep. It's like really allow yourself to just feel into your heart space, because your heart knows the way home, but we can't listen to it where our minds are running and running and running in circles. And we can't move when our minds are running and running and running in circles. But our heart is like a compass, and our heart leads the way home. And it's important that we come back into our heart space and let it lead the way, because it truly knows the way home. May we see.